You are welcome to this session, part 19 of partnership account. Here we are going to see adjustment of the capital account of the partners. When the new partner is joining the partners in the partnership decided to adjust their capital according to the profit sharing ratio, whatever it is. So when we are doing the sum, we can see the how the adjustments are taking place. Okay, the the question is, para and quara are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2, right? Old ratio 3:2, right? New ratio, this is old ratio, p q q and r, right? Old ratio is 3:2, right? So we can see new ratio, right? 3:2, right? And on 30%, buildings 40,000, furniture 15,000, machinery 35,000, cash 10,000, debtors 40,000, bills receivable 20,000, and para and quara 60 and 40,000 capital, creditors 30,000, general reserve 10,000, bills payable 20,000, then it goes 60,000. On 1st of April 2020, they decided to admit Reagan into partnership for 1/3 of share in profits on the following terms. The para and profits and losses equally, right? Equal in the sense 1:1 is to 1, right? 1:1 is the new ratio, right? Equal. So first adjustment is Reagan shall bring 50,000. Here we have to see the sacrifice ratio, right? Sacrifice ratio is, this is, if you say 3:2 in the sense 5/3, 2/5. This is 3/1, 3/1, 3/1, right? Sacrificing ratio, sacrificing sacrificing ratio is, this is 15, right? 15, 5, this is also 15, right? 5 into 3/5, 9, minus 5, right? This is 6 and 5, right? That is equal to 4/15 and 1/15, and 5 minus 1 is 4:1. 4:1. Sacrificing ratio is 4:1, right? So rest is easy. Sacrificing ratio we have calculated. New ratio we know, 1:1, right? Here this is the Quora and Para and Quora and Reagan will share profits and losses equally. Para and Quora capitals are to be adjusted in cash based on Reagan's capital. Based on Reagan's capital, the Para's and Quora's capital has to be adjusted. This is right. We will see what is the capital of Para. Reagan will bring 50,000 cash. cash account debit 50,000, saying capital of Reagan, right? Cash account. Cash account 50,000, right? 50,000 saying cash account. That is partner's capital account, 50,000. Okay. So based on his capital ratio, new ratio is how much? 1 is to 1. 1 is to 1 is to 1 is the new ratio. New ratio, right? So if it is Reagan brings 50,000, right? How much he also has to bring 50,000. He also has to bring 50,000. This is the new capital. New capital. New capital. New capital that they had to carry it down, right? Their current is 60, 40 and 50. We have to adjust it later. This is the new capital, right? We have calculate the sacrificing ratio, right, of 4 is to 1. This is one ratio, this is the new ratio, right? And this is the Reagan's capital, right? Based on his capital only we are calculating the others capital, right? So that is over. Again we are going to see the what you call adjustments. So here we will say, right, journals, entry, right, debit and credit, right, description, right, description. Okay, here first journal entry is capital, cash account debit, capital account credit, right? This is the first for the capital brought by whom? R, right? You can write the narration. Okay, that is finished one. Number two is he brought what you call goodwill of 2,000, 20,000. Goodwill account, cash account, goodwill, cash account debit, cash, and goodwill account credit, right? Being goodwill brought by him, 20,000 and 20,000, right? Cash account debit and goodwill account saying cash 20,000, right? Cash 20,000, goodwill, right? 20,000. He brought the goodwill. Again, distribution of goodwill among the partners according to the old profit sharing ratio. Goodwill account debit 20,000, right? And capital account credit uh, P and Q. P is 15. 4 is to 1 in the sense. Uh, now for 5 into 4 into 16,000, 16,000 and 4,000. Right? This is also finished. The distribution of profit, right? Distribution of goodwill. Goodwill account, debit 20,000, capital. Capital account, say credit goodwill 16,000 and 4,000 goodwill, right? According to the sacrificing ratio. Sacrificing ratio, right? Sacrificing ratio 4,000, right? Then they say depreciation of machinery by 5,000. What is the machineries? Then depreciation account, revaluation account, revaluation account, debit machinery 5,000. Machinery, that is machinery account debit and revaluation account credit, right? 5,000, 5,000. You know, it is done for the revaluation, right? Right. And fifth one is fifth entry for, if it is 5,000, then carried down value is 30,000, right? 30,000, 35,000. Brought forward is 30,000, right? Okay, that is finished. And C is create provision for bad debts 5% on debtors. Debtors how much? 40,000. 40,000 on 5% is 2,000, right? 2,000 is provision for bad debts, right? Provision for bad debts 2,000, saying revaluation account, 2,000, saying provision for bad debts, right? 2,000, right? And the other thing is building value to be appreciated by 20%. Building's value to be appreciated by 20% means by 8,000, right? 8,000. Wait. We will pass the entry for the bad debts, provision for bad debts. Revaluation account debit, provision for bad debts account credit 20,000. No, sorry, 2,000. Right, 2,000. 2,000. Right. You know the narration. Right, narration you had to write. Okay. 2,000 in the sense 2,000, and thereafter they says what is that? Buildings revalued at by 20%, appreciated by 20%. Then buildings you can debit 8,000, revaluation account credit 8,000, right? So you know the entry revaluation account, building account debit, revaluation account credit 8,000, same buildings, right? So creditors to be reduced by 2,000. Creditors account debit revaluation revaluation 2,000. Then carried down value should be 28,000. 30,000. 30,000 brought forward would be 28,000, right? Creditors 28,000, right? 28,000 creditors revaluation creditor, because creditors we are revaluing the creditors to 28,000, by we have to reduce it by 2,000, then that is a profit for us, so we are crediting to revaluation account and debited to creditors 2,000, right? Creditors be reduced by 2,000, right? Building is appreciated by 8,000, then it is the profit for us, right? Carried down 48,000, right? Brought forward is 48,000, right? This is a revaluation surplus. How much we will say? Revaluation surplus, revaluation surplus is 10 10 3,000, right? That is to capital account. What is the surplus? 4 is to 1. 3,000 divided by 5, no? 600 per share. Then PQ is 600, Q is P is 2,400, right? Then revaluation profits 2,400 and 600, right? 600, okay. So the capital should be how much? Carried on, balance carried on should be carried on should be 50 50 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, right? Balance brought forward 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, right? Here no change. Here's 50,000. right? Balance here 44,000 odd cash. He has to bring cash account capital. Q, right? Q has to bring how much? 50,000 in the sense 400, right? 5,400. 5,400 he has to bring, right? Here 78,000, 78,000 and 400. 50,000, 50,000, right? 78,400, right? Here cash we had to pay out. To whom? To P. We had to pay 28,400. Then capital account is that Q, no? P. P is to 28,400. 28,400 we had to pay, right? Then we had balanced it. This is 400. 400 and 10, 60, 70, 75,000. 75,400, right? 75,400. 75,400 minus 28 means 7, 1, right? 5 and 1, 3, 47,000 rupees carried downwards, brought forward 47,000, right? Cash. Then here cash we'll say 47,000. 47,000. We have taken the cash account. Buildings 48,000. 48,000 buildings. Goodwill no. Provision for depreciation 1,000. Then 38,000. Right? And machinery 30,000. Then 1,693,000. Right? Creditors 28,000. General reserve. General reserve we haven't taken, right? We haven't taken the general reserve, right? We have to take that general reserve also, right? Before balancing. General reserve of 10,000. 4 is to 1, right? 4 is to 1 in the sense 8,000 into 2,000. 2,000 into 8,000. General reserve. Reserve. Right? General reserve account 10,000 to capital account. Right? General reserve account debit 10,000 capital account 3 is to 2, no? 3 is to 2. 3 is to 2 in the sense 3 is to 2 in the sense 5 PN2. 3 is to 2 6,000 and 4,000. 6,000 and 4,000, right? 6,000, 6,000 and 4,000, right? Okay, understood. This is the general reserve transferred to the capital account. That is the. So here we will say what is the balance, right? Balance. Here we will say cash, right? Here 50,000. Here we will say 50,000, right? 50,000, 50,000 balance brought forward. Also 50,000 should be 50,000, should be 50,000, right? Also like that, right? So here 48,600 means 1,400, right? Should be paid 1,400, 1,400, right? And here total is 76,000, 76, 78, 84,000, 84,400, 84,400, right? 84,400. Then here if you say 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, then 34,400, right? 34,400, 34,400 should be the. Here 400, 50, 60, 80, 81,000, 50, right? 60, 70, 80, 81,400, 81,400, 50,000, 20,000, 70, 80, 81,400. Out of 81,400, if you pay 31,400, right? Here you will get 7, 1 for 47,000. 47,000. Anyway, it is 47 only, right? 47. Because 400, 1 and 181, right? 47,000. Okay, understood. Then here they will say 47,000, right? Cash account. Capital account will be 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. Sorry, 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, right? 150,000. General reserve, no. Is payable. Creditors 28,000, then 48,000, right? 198,000 is the balance. Here 0 0 0 5,000 1 4 5 8 105,000 198,000, right? It is balance, right? It is balance. This is the way. So based on the what you call here, the trick is sacrificing ratio will apply for the goodwill only, right? Sacrificing ratio will apply only for the goodwill, and for the general reserve purposes, profit and loss sharing ratio will apply. Previous old ratio 3:2, right? So according that we have calculated, and here capital, this is based on Reagan's capital. Para and Quara has to maintain their capital, right? Reagan's one is 3, 1:1, 1:1, no, 1:1 and is to 1, and 1 is 1/3. Then it is 50,000 per people, right? One portion is 50 in the sense, another portion also 50, other portion also 50. So all are 50, 50, 50. That's if it is 100, it has to be 100. If you say 4:1 here, if they have mentioned 4:1 in the sense, it will differ 50, 50 and 200,000 for P. Understand? Like that way you have to calculate the capital part, changes in the capital. This is the changes. So I think you would have understood the my explanation, and if you have any doubt, please go through it again and again. If you feel if you are not getting enough of what I have said here, then contact me, okay, and clarify it. Thank you for joining. Okay, thank you. Bye.